And have a here from Kingdom MMA with Linton Vassell, who's currently living it up in Florida.
Boca!
We're talking to Linton today ahead of his big fight next weekend at Bellator 134, where he'll be fighting Sokoudjou. So let's jump straight into the questions. The last time out, you was so close to achieving your goal and becoming a world champion.
Yes.
Do you look back on that night and think, what if?
100%. All the time. I'm like, what if? You know, actually, you know, in my head, I was already champion. You know, it was just a matter of time to, you know, show everyone what I'm about and, you know, actually do the business. But, yeah, I came up short and, yeah, it's a big kick in the nuts. But, you know, live and learn and, you know, come back stronger from it.
And even though ultimately it didn't go your way, what positives have you taken away from that fight?
Oh, well, definitely to know that I'm championship material. You know, it's all good saying, I can be champion, you know, I can, you know, I'm ready to fight for a title. But I don't think until you actually get in there and actually do it, you know where you're at in life. So I know I'm just, you know, not too far away. So one more, maybe 2 fights, and yeah, definitely get another title fight under my belt, and you know, this time win it. So, you know, I took a lot from it.
That's good. Going into that fight, there wasn't many American fans who gave you much of a chance, or to be honest, even knew much about you.
Yeah.
Do you think your performance that night won over a lot of the American fans and really put you on the map in the States as far as MMA is concerned?
Yeah, definitely. But to be fair, when I first joined Bellator, there wasn't much PR on me, so no one knew who I was. So, you know, it wasn't the fans' fault. I was mainly on the prelims, so it wasn't even televised. I wasn't really getting much media coverage. But since Scott Kogels took over, that's totally changed. You know, so yeah, now they're giving me a chance, and you know, they know who I am. So yeah, this fight or that fight definitely showed people what I'm about.
Before you took a lot away from that fight, does being so close to completing your goal and being knocked back give you the more motivation to push on and make sure that you get that chance again and this time take it?
That's right. Yeah, no, that's right, definitely. Because obviously I look back, I watched the fight, and I see where I went wrong, and when I'm watching it back, I'm just like, no, why did I do that? Or, you know, come on, get that little bit of energy to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely you know, spurs me on and makes me train that little bit harder. And that's another reason why I came out here. I needed to be pushed and, you know, be you know, out of my comfort zone, should I say. So yeah, this has definitely done that for me. So.
And like I said before, you're out currently in Florida, I believe, training with the Blackzillians.
That's right.
And is this the first time you've been out to train with that camp, or have you been there a couple of times?
Well, I came here in December, and then I just went home for Christmas, and then I came back. So all in all, it'll be a 9-week camp. You know, even though I came back home. Yeah. So it'll be, yeah, a good long camp. So I came in December, and that was my first time, and yeah, I loved it. So obviously I came back, and I haven't regretted a single day.
What made you decide to have your full camp out there in America for this fight, when last time you was training in the UK, I believe?
Definitely the level of, obviously, you know, caliber of fighters. Obviously, the UK has fighters, but it's not the same as America. Over here in the States, it's so big, the MMA scene. In one gym, you have about 6-7 top boys, and that's quite a lot all over the gyms in the States. Where in UK, you only have a couple of, you know, good talent in a gym at usually your weight. So what I was doing was going to different gyms and going training. Here, obviously I know it's a long way from home, but you know, I've got everyone here on a daily basis that I need, so I can't go wrong.
What have you improved from your time in the States that you wouldn't have been able to, like, if you'd stayed in the UK?
How can I say? Definitely say my striking, my grappling. You know, yeah, they're definitely the two main things I'd say that I've improved on. you know, because you can't get caught slipping here. You know, you got to be on top of your game. I've been saying to a lot of the boys actually who train at the gym, there's no easy round.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can, you know, go with someone, have a hard round, then the next round you can take it easy. Not here. You look around and you're like, oh my god, I've got him next. Oh. You know, so just got to get on with it. You know, crack on, and once you've done it, you feel great.
And who have you been working with in your time at the Blackzillians? Vitor, Rumble Johnson?
No,
these guys?
not Vitor, unfortunately, but a bit with Rashad,
okay.
AJ, Rumble,
yep.
Giago. I've done a little bit with Tyrone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been training with some of the elite, should I say?
Yeah, that's it. And like you said, it's working with guys like that. So it's
that's
certainly
right.
going to improve your striking. Tyrone,
right.
Obviously one of the top kickboxers and MMA fighters in the world. So
that's it. If you're training with them boys, even if you get one session with them, it's just, you know, it's an honour to train with them, and you know, just get that little bit extra confidence in yourself as well.
Yeah. And what would you say is a average week for you? Obviously, there's not much more to do there than train and then recuperate and then go back to training. So what would you say you do as an average week?
In the mornings, like every day there's training, Monday to Friday. And it's usually like, say, Tuesday will be MMA in the morning, Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday be wrestling. Thursday will be no-gi jiu-jitsu. And then Friday will be MMA, kickboxing, just the stand-up. And that's in the morning, that's always guaranteed. And then in the evening is more of what you want to do. So I usually do strength conditioning on 2 of those days.
Yep.
And then another day I do like power, strength and power. And then the other days I don't do that. I'll do like some cardio, like some sprints or some long distance running. Yep. So I'm getting a good 2-3 times a day training in. You know,
and then is it weekends when it's full sparring, or do you take weekends?
No. Weekends is another thing. You do what you want to do. So I do pads usually on a Saturday, and I've done a bit of cardio. So I've trained twice already today, and the time is it's only like 3:30 in the afternoon. So I'm going to go for a run a bit later on. You know, about 4 miles, 5 miles. No rest until I feel like I need a bit of rest. So maybe tomorrow I'll have just probably go swimming and just have a relaxed, chill day in the sun.
Recover the muscles and
start again. All the hard work's done now, so it's just sort of ticking over, getting the weight down a little bit, and getting ready for fight night.
Brilliant. And like you said, you're starting to get ready for next week. So let's look ahead to next week.
Yeah.
You're fighting as part of the British invasion.
That's right.
Firstly, how does it feel to be part of an historic card like this? It's probably the first time I've known one of the big world promotions put on a show that's specifically UK versus USA or the rest of the world.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, it's an honour, man. I've been buzzing for it. As soon as they said we're doing UK versus America, I was like, wow, this is going to be a big event. And then when they actually, announced it, everyone was in the ring together. I was like, this is it, man. The big Titantron. But yeah, it's an honour to fight for UK. Team UK, should I say? Obviously, I was fighting for Team UK anyway, but now it's actually, been announced it's Team UK, other than me just fighting for the UK.
And have you been in contact with the other guys during this camp, or as it felt like you said, more of a team this time than rather just you doing it by yourself?
Yeah, but I've been speaking to some of the boys, on Twitter or Instagram and stuff, seeing how they've been getting on. Paul Daly's down here now. I've not seen him yet, but he arrived yesterday, so I'll see him at some point. Obviously, he's got his own little things to do. But yeah, I've been speaking to some of the boys on social media.
Okay, and after, like I said, you're honoured to be part of it. After losing in your last fight, did you be expected to be one of the main stars of this event, or was you expecting to have to take a back seat for a couple of fights and work your way in?
No. I thought once I had that performance, that was it. Main card now. You know, I'm not looking to lose this next fight and be pushed back to prelims. What happened there? All I'm looking for is, you know, beating Sokoudjou next week, and as I said, get another title shot, or maybe another name, should I say? You know, for a number one contender fight. But main card now. That's it.
And you mentioned there that you'll be fighting Sokoudjou. His record's slightly misleading, I believe, in that it's only 16-12. However, he's fought some of the top names in your weight class that have been the likes of Little Nog, Machida, Glover Teixeira, Musasi. He's fought them all and he's beat a couple of them. So, where would you rate yourself amongst some of the opponents where would you rate him? Sorry, amongst some of the opponents that you've fought in the past?
Probably about number 2 or 3, should I say? You know, he's no mug. He's obviously his records, you know, doesn't sound, you know, too great, but my records is numbers. You know, anyone can beat anyone. He's been about, and I say he's fought some top names. Not like he's been fighting mugs.
That's it. A lot of fighters pan their record out with nobodies.
That's right. He gets in there and he does the business. But yeah, I'm looking forward to fight him, and you know, say it's all numbers at the end of the day. But you know, I'm more than confident that I'm going to do the business and finish him.
And is there anything specifically you've been working on to try and negate his skills, his main skills that he'll be bringing into the fight?
Not necessarily. You know, obviously just adapting a bit more to his style, the way he fights. But I always fight my fight. You know, I've said it before. I'm more worried what I'm going to do than what he's going to do. You know, I want to be first. I want to, you know, put the pressure on him. You know, obviously he's going to try and knock me out or, you know, submit me or whatever. But it's more what I'm going to do to him.
That's it. We know from a lot of your fights, you like getting the fight down,
That's right,
and then beating him up on the ground.
That's right.
Do you think that with his judo skills that that's going to be an issue, or do you think that with you're completely happy with your own skills and?
I'm more than happy. You know, I'm more than happy. The ground's my bread and butter. You know, that's just where I'm at. You know, even if he did take me down, you know, I can see myself reversing him and submitting him or TKOing him. It's not like I'm going to be on my back. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be on my back in the fight, to be fair. If I was, it'll touch the floor and it'll be flipped. You know, but yeah, I'm more than confident wherever the fight goes. So, you know, I'm really excited.
Also on the card, you've got Newton versus McGeary, Santos versus Daly, and Page versus Millender. Do you expect a clean sweep from the Brits?
Yes, bro, of course. Team UK.
That's it.
Seriously, clean sweep.
And
we're on about. You know, we need to show everyone what's happening.
That's it. And do you think a good night on next week's going to bring the Bellator cage over to these shores?
Yes, it has to. You know, Bellator needs to come to the UK. There's so many fans that want to watch it. Everyone's asking me, when's it in the UK? When's it in the UK? I'm like, soon, hopefully. But yeah, once we you know, do a dominant performance, it's gonna have to come to the UK. 100%.
It's a matter of time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a matter of time before it happens.
Okay, and
I'd love to be the main event.
Yeah. How about
Scott?
If McGeary wins his fight, how about you versus McGeary back in this country? Would that be a fight that you'd?
Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. And funny you say that. We've said that to each other.
That you're happy to do
that?
that?
That'd be amazing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
two Brits fighting for a world title in the UK. You can't get any better than that.
Especially for the first show to come over here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
After the fight, that's it. Get straight on the phone. Right, Scott.
Oh, that's it. Hey, got Scott. Scott, what's happening?
Yeah.
You know, what's up?
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No worries. It's all right to give a shout out to a few of my sponsors.
Yeah, go for it, my friend. Go.
Yeah. The Health Plate, Jacko, Living Fat, Good Nutrition, OT Sports Therapy, Impact, Vassell's Beauty, The Warehouse Milton Keynes, Blood, Sweat and Tears.
There you go.
Thank you.
Shout out to all of them.
That's right.
And all the best with your fight next week. And we look forward to seeing your hand raised along with the other 3 Brits on the night. And
That's right.
Hopefully, like you say, you'll be back over here on these shores fighting for Bellator soon.
Also, my boy Chet Congo's fighting King Mo.
Yeah.
So, even though he's not fighting for Team UK, it's going to be 5-0.
5-0. Let's do
5-0.